In a developing story that's been causing quite a stir on social media, Justin Baldoni's lawyer, Bryan Freedman, has subtly responded to Ryan Reynolds' recent remarks in a deleted scene from the Deadpool universe. The scene, which has been making rounds on the internet, features Reynolds' character, Nicepool, who sported a man bun, a clear reference to Baldoni's signature hairstyle. This moment in the viral clip has sparked a war of words between the two stars, with Baldoni's legal representation now stepping in to defend his client's reputation. The deleted scene, as shown in the clip, features Reynolds in a scene where he gushes over Blake Lively's portrayal of Ladypool. However, it's the line he delivers immediately following this that has raised eyebrows. "Oh my goodness, wait until you've seen Ladypool. She is gorgeous. She just had a baby too and, you can't even tell." Deadpool then tells Nicepool that he wasn't supposed to say that, and Nicepool quips back with a surprising response. "That's okay. I identify as a feminist." But it doesn't end there. Nicepool, played by Reynolds, adds another line that seems to have struck a nerve. "I'd be fighting alongside you, but my calling is to one day start a podcast that monetizes the women's movement." Many took this as an apparent jab at Baldoni's podcast, Man Enough, a project that focuses on discussions about masculinity and social issues. The remark has drawn sharp criticism from Baldoni's lawyer, Bryan Freedman, who has stated that the scene is a clear reference to Baldoni and took to the airwaves to voice his concerns. Speaking with Megyn Kelly on her show on January 7, Freedman passionately described the situation as one that should not be trivialized. According to Freedman, if an individual is truly facing a serious issue like sexual harassment, it is highly inappropriate to make light of it, as Reynolds allegedly did in the deleted scene. If your wife is sexually harassed, you don't make fun of Justin Baldoni. You don't make fun of the situation. You take it very seriously, Freedman said during the interview, emphasizing that such matters should be handled with care and respect rather than mocked. The lawyer continued, stating that the correct course of action would involve filing complaints with Human Resources, HR, raising the issue in an appropriate setting, and following the established legal process. He made it clear that turning such a serious issue into a joke, as the lawyer implied Reynolds had done, was completely unacceptable. Freedman went on to say, "Again, if somebody is seriously sexually harassed, you don't make fun of it. It's a serious issue." The lawyer seemed firm in his conviction that Reynolds' scene was more than just a harmless quip. According to Freedman, there is no question that the scene directly relates to Baldoni, and he has called for a more serious reflection on the situation. The controversy stems from a wider discussion surrounding masculinity, feminism, and the responsibilities of those in the public eye. Baldoni has long been an advocate for discussions about toxic masculinity and has used his platform to create conversations around healthier, more progressive ideas of masculinity, particularly through his podcast, Man Enough. The podcast focuses on breaking down the expectations placed on men and encouraging more open, honest dialogue about male emotions, vulnerability, and respect for women. Ryan Reynolds, on the other hand, is known for his sharp wit and often satirical humor, which has earned him a large fan following. His portrayal of Deadpool is often filled with meta-jokes and pop culture references, making it difficult to determine where the lines of comedy and criticism intersect. However, some fans are questioning whether Reynolds went too far this time in his attempt to humorously tackle feminism and women's issues, especially in light of Baldoni's advocacy work. This situation highlights an ongoing conversation about how men in the public eye can engage with social issues, particularly those related to women, without crossing the line into satire or trivialization. While some may view Reynolds' comments as a playful critique of Baldoni's podcast, others believe it reflects a more significant issue of minimizing serious social causes. The reaction from the public has been mixed. Supporters of Baldoni and his podcast have expressed their disappointment at what they perceive as a mocking tone toward important conversations about gender equality. These critics believe that such jokes, especially in the context of popular media, undermine the serious work being done to address women's rights and create better opportunities for men to engage with social issues. On the other hand, Reynolds' defenders argue that his humor is simply part of his brand and shouldn't be taken too seriously. The broader implications of this situation involve the responsibility of celebrities to maintain sensitivity around critical issues like sexual harassment, feminism, and gender equality. In recent years, there has been growing public scrutiny of how media figures approach such subjects, with many advocating for more thoughtful, respectful approaches rather than the kind of humor that might inadvertently perpetuate harmful stereotypes or dismiss real struggles. For Baldoni, this controversy has added another layer to his ongoing efforts to redefine masculinity in the 21st century. Through his podcast, social media presence and personal advocacy, Baldoni has sought to promote a more inclusive, empathetic form of masculinity, one that rejects outdated norms and embraces emotional openness and mutual respect between men and women. As the debate over the deleted scene from Reynolds' Deadpool film continues to unfold, Baldoni's message remains clear. These are serious issues and they should be treated as such. The ongoing public exchange between Baldoni's camp and Reynolds has brought forth questions about the role of comedy in addressing social issues, the importance of maintaining respect when discussing serious matters, and the way public figures should handle criticism and humor about their own work. Whether or not Reynolds intended to insult Baldoni or make a direct commentary on his podcast, the incident has sparked a much-needed conversation about the intersection of humor, advocacy, and social responsibility. As of now, it remains unclear whether any further legal action will be taken or if the situation will be resolved through further public discourse. What is certain is that this controversy has shed light on the broader dynamics at play in the entertainment industry when it comes to addressing sensitive topics with humor. Both Baldoni and Reynolds have used their platforms to engage in important conversations, but this exchange has raised the question of whether the balance between humor and seriousness can always be maintained when discussing complex social issues. Moving forward, it will be interesting to see if this incident serves as a turning point for how men's roles in feminist discourse are approached, not only in Hollywood but in public conversations worldwide. For now, fans of both Baldoni and Reynolds will continue to weigh in on the situation, while the conversation about the fine line between satire and respect continues to evolve.